Welcome to another episode of Locked In with DJ Scenario. And you know what we do here. We tap in, we lock in with the unsigned artists around the country, around the world. In our tri-state area, New York City, Connecticut, Jersey, I am here, DJ Scenario. And I got a special guest in the building. Let them know who you are.
Yeah, my name is White Boy Clay. I'm from the Bronx, BX, you know what I'm saying? Just bringing that little bit R&B hip-hop back.
R&B and hip-hop. What do you mean by R&B hip-hop back? What is missing? What are you bringing back?
I'm bringing back a little bit, you know, more of that like 90s vibes, that, you know me, that good vibes, you know me, that laid back vibes, you know.
Why the 90s? Do you feel like R&B was like in the 90s the best R&B?
It definitely is, like definitely R&B and then hip hop too, you know. Yeah. It's a golden age. Like I ain't born in the 90s, but you know me, as a kid, listen to
you're early 2000s baby or late 2000s baby?
Early 02. I born in 02.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your history with music? Like describe, tell the people like, you know, what brought you to music and why you chose R&B and hip hop, and you know what got you into this game.
Well, at first, you know what I mean, I used to sing in choirs in my elementary choir too. So
yeah.
You know what I mean. So and like as a kid, you know, I used to be like the youngest, and I used to be overprotective. So I'm Jamaican and white, so
okay,
they was a little strict. And
did your parents meet in Jamaica or?
Oh no, they meet over here.
Who's white and who's Jamaican?
My father and my mom's.
No, but like who's Jamaican? Your father or your mother?
Oh, my father.
So he wanted you know.
Yeah, I messed with a little.
Yeah.
Snow bunny, you know.
I got you.
You know what I mean? But
so you say you've been doing it in a choir, so you've been doing it a long time, pretty much.
I do it
your whole life.
Like not really my whole life, but since I was a kid, you know what I mean. And then I stopped a little bit because I was like trying to be into sports, by around like high school and stuff.
Yeah.
But
what's your sport?
Basketball.
Are you nice? Or you say you nice?
I'm alright. You know what I mean? You gotta see me in the court.
You know what? At least you say you're alright. You didn't say like, yo, I'm nice. You know, capping out here.
I ain't LeBron James, but you know what I mean? I'm alright, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I used to do that, and as a kid, you know what I mean, I used to never really listen to like new stuff back then as a kid. I used to sneak a little bit, listen to little Drake and everything, but as a kid I mostly listened to like very old school, like the 60s. I used to really like the Delphonics, the Dramatics.
Yeah.
You know
okay.
What I mean? The what's it called? The Temptations, Smokey Robinson.
Is that from like your parents? Like you get that from your parents or like people around you?
Yeah, like certain that, and I used to really like old school music, so I like the soundtracks and stuff. So I'm like, damn, that shit sound fire. Let me search it up. And I really like this. So
you say if you weren't into music, like would sports be your thing? Like would you have try to like be that basketball player?
I say yeah, but you know what I mean. But it's always a plan B.
Yeah,
so you know what I mean. I would probably do something else.
Being from having a Jamaican background, why not make reggae music and that type of music?
I was thinking about doing that too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I want to like do a little mixture of it. You know what I mean, Jamaican and R&B, a little bit of worldwide, international too. You know what I mean. But,
do your parents agree with like you chasing the music dream? Because I know, like the music dream is not easy.
Right.
You know that. You know, putting in the work is not easy. So how do your parents feel about the music you have already made?
Well, like I don't live with my parents. Like, you know what I mean. So my pops, he passed away like 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Right.
You know what I mean. And my mom.
Were you making music already when while he was still alive?
I was around like 11th grade, so I was probably around like 2019.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So
okay.
And my mom's, I didn't see her for like a minute, like around I was 7. So
oh wow.
So I didn't really grew up, you know what I mean, like that.
Yeah.
But I used to raise with my aunt, so my aunt used to raise me from my pop's side.
From your pop's side?
Yeah.
So did she listen to like the reggae and all that?
She liked a little, but she was more like a Christian.
Oh wow, yeah.
So like it used to be like certain songs I couldn't listen to in Jamaican and certain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mainly
in a Christian household.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? So I didn't really play.
Were you at church every Sunday? Like
yeah, man. Like, you know me and
why you said it like that? Like, oh my God, like I don't have to do it no more.
Not like that, but like how they used to you know, how I used to do it as a kid, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, waking up in the Sunday, you know what I mean? Gotta go up, you know, wake up with like 2-piece suit on and all that, you know what I mean? And that's how I met my manager, because he was like my neighbor. So he always see me frowns up, waking early 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning, Sunday school.
He's a church kid. I want to manage him.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was.
How do you have a conversation with your manager, like for him to know that you do music and this is like what was your decision to like music is my path to success?
So well, like he really knows a lot of people and he really believed in me. But his name is Kev Black. Shout out to Kev Black. You know what I mean? But he really.
Are you guys still neighbors?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He's close, man. We close.
Okay,
man.
okay.
But, you know what I mean? But he really believed in me, and you know what I mean, we really have so much common and really R&B old school stuff. So we used to talk about songs and that I know, and then he used to teach me other songs that I didn't really know from the back then, and you know what I mean, I really liked. So we really had a connection, and you know what I mean, and he really believed in me. So
what are some of the sacrifices that what is something that you're willing to give up to make it?
Like, what you mean, like
what is something you're willing to really like give up that you love so much that you'll give it up to make it? Like, if I love radio, right?
Yeah.
I say I love radio, right? I love radio, but will I be willing to give it up for my dream? You know, another dream. Radio is my dream, so I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But will I be able to cut it off to do something else that I really love? Like, what is that thing for you that you love so much that you will cut it off to make it in the R&B and hip hop?
I say like probably like my 9-to-5 job, like
who will cut? Everybody cut that off.
Job, but I would say that, and I like probably stuff that probably might distract me or might waste my time a little bit.
Like girls.
Yeah, like I'll dibble and dabble, but you know what I mean. I gotta get this paper before you know what I mean. They're gonna.
Do you write a lot about like your experiences with women and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, I'm more like in for the ladies. Like most of my songs,
okay.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of love. It's a lot of love.
Like my inspiration is LL Cool J and I'll Be Sure.
Okay.
As a kid, you know.
All right.
Obviously,
LL Cool J is one of my favorite rappers, so that's good.
You know what I mean.
You're lucky. I would have kicked you out the room.
I'm sorry, man. My fault. But you know what I mean. But we light skinned brothers, so you know we gotta stick together.
I get
you know what I mean. But me, like, I like, you know what I mean, more of like passionate, and you know what I mean. Sometimes, you know what I mean, you always gotta talk about some explicit crazy shit. But you know what I mean, you could say something else better that you can be like, you know what I mean, damn, you could, you know what I mean, and like slow dance and you know what I mean, stuff like that, and just have a good time.
So it's very woman driven, like,
you know what I mean, women, of course, if women dance, men's gonna just dance too.
Women like women. Okay, so women like guys that can like dress and flashy and all that. What is something that you say a guy would need, right? Give your advice right now that a guy would need that could bag any chick, that what he needs.
I mean, I say confidence.
Okay.
Personality. You know what I mean? Something going on for himself. Like he driven to do something with his life, and you know what I mean? And
does that describe you? Are you describing yourself right now?
In a sense, yeah. But, you know what I mean? But just, you know, just like he's just good person, you know what I mean? But like he got good game, you know what I mean? Always on the bed. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta be dominant. You gotta be killing it, you know what I mean? Too. But
so that he has to have that.
Yeah, but you know another thing that they like too, that you know certain features and certain traits that they like, you know what I mean?
Okay, I get it. Where do you see, like, so you're very new to music,
right?
Very new to this, like you've been doing it for a while, but it's still new to you, right? Where do you want your career? Let's say like a year from now. Let's do like a year from now and then 5 years from now.
I say a year, like, you know what I mean? Like, I would say I hopefully I blow up, but like I would like want to have like a good fan base and still understand like also the music, improving my craft. You know what I mean? Like hopefully potentially if I meet like a producer or a little songwriter that can help me out in certain ways and stuff, or a vocalist. And you know,
have you gotten that recognition yet? Like, have you put out music to a point where, you know, somebody has come up to you and be like, yo, I know who you are?
Not yet, but
Not yet?
You know what I mean? It's coming.
Trust me, that feeling is a good feeling. For as far as DJing for me, like, oh, I know who you are, like as a DJ. That still feels good to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
even
oh my
goodness. Know your name, you know what I mean?
Like I know you, I heard about you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good feeling. So I can't wait for you to get that feeling. Because you're gonna remember me. I'm like, your scenario said this. I feel good, man. They recognizing the work I'm putting in. Right. And that's what it is for me. You know, it's you know, I do the work. But it's when somebody recognizes it outside of, you know, for example, my boy David, outside of the people that know me. Right. You know what I mean? When somebody comes from the outside and really like, oh, I know your work. I know what you got going on. Right. That's a good feeling for me. You know, it feels good when you get recognized. Right. You know, if you had described your musical taste, you know, you said you like R&B and stuff like that, but one influential person that is like, this is who, if I had to be like anybody, this is how I want my career to be, or this is how I want my career to, you know, transcend in the form of, you know, getting bigger and bigger, is kind of like the route they took. If you had to pick any artist that's, you know, from the past, you know, that's out now, that's, you know, blowing up now, it don't even matter. Like,
I'd say probably like, there's a couple, I'd say like 3. Yeah. I would say like MJ, Chris Brown,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll say like Bobby Brown.
Okay.
You know what
Well,
I
I
mean?
think Chris Brown is the greatest entertainer of all time.
That's a big.
I don't
fact.
even care when
I
of
mean,
all time.
I mean,
Like
everybody got different.
yeah,
you
and
know
views.
what I mean?
But I just think that if we could have a conversation about Chris Brown and all the stuff he's done. But
I would say that if it wasn't for Mike,
yeah, of course.
you know what I mean? It wouldn't
But I
have
just
been
think Chris Brown undoubtedly right now nobody's messing with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. And R&B skit, I
Yeah.
say yeah. I say
Especially
well, I mean,
R&B because he's still, for me, this is my opinion.
Right.
I don't want nobody look at me crazy. Like, this is my opinion.
Right.
For me, R&B, I feel like he's the one that really, him and like Jacquees,
Right.
keep it,
I say him. I say Brent Fires. He's definitely.
Brent Fires. Yeah, definitely a good one. Yeah, definitely a good one.
You know what I mean? Usher, he's still killing it right now too.
Mhm.
You see the stadiums.
Yeah,
the girls going
He
crazy.
sold out, but I feel like as far as an entertainer, complete entertainer, I just
Right.
feel like Chris Brown's a little something different. Like just, things he does, his performance, his dancing, everything is,
I feel
complete.
like that and then longevity too.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I think now it's like performance is like now it's just you just standing there and stuff.
I just feel like
that,
artists today is like here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what I
You know what I'm
mean? But it's just everything is just the trend, you know what I mean? Like you can mix with the trend but also make your own thing so you could really do something else, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And cuz
Have you done a lot of performances?
I do, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what is your performance like?
My performance
You
like,
say
I
your
move
music
around.
is woman driven. Like, do you
Yeah.
take off your shirt on the stage like, ladies, let's go?
You know what I mean? Not yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I get a little like 260 and
Yeah,
brolic,
I got
know
you.
What I mean? You know what I mean? But I've been like moving around, have a good vibe.
Yeah,
Singing,
yeah.
You know what I mean? If I see a lady down, you know what I mean, right close, I sing
Mhm.
to her a little bit. You know what I mean? Make
Okay.
her little feel nice. You know what I mean?
Give her a flower, pull her on stage, stuff like that.
Of course, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Just make her excited. You know what I mean? Just
You have any shows coming up?
I don't know yet, but
Yeah.
it's probably just. I'm thinking to see what's up shows that's open right now.
Okay, so I want you to tell the people like the name of the song, the new music you got coming out.
Right.
Are we expecting an EP or an album?
I'll say probably like next year. You will see
Okay.
around like the springtime. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean, bring that little summer vibe. It's still spring out here. Feel outside.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
right now,
crazy. In
crazy.
November.
But next year,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, we gonna show a nice little.
You have a
sometime.
new song out right now?
Right. Yeah.
It's
called One Night Lover. You know what I mean? It's about to drop at midnight tonight. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay,
So,
brand new.
Brand new. So you know what I mean. Check it out. It's gonna be all platforms.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean. So it's a good vibe. One Night Lover is just. It's the same. It's this title. One
Yeah.
night. You know what I mean. You find a nice chick in the club, whatever. You like, damn, she look fine. I want to be my
What
one
if
night
like
lover.
what if it's one night but then you really liked it? Like
Part two?
yeah. Oh, okay.
We can make
That's
a
what
part
it
two.
is?
We can make a part
Yeah,
two,
yeah.
man.
All right.
You know,
I see you got somebody with you, but I know him from like the gram.
everybody
You know what I'm
knows
saying?
him. Everybody
I know
knows
him
him.
from the gram. He be having me dying.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? Introduce your friend.
yo, this is my boy Jeremiah. As you know,
Yeah.
as Shadow, he got his dog with him. You know,
I don't even
that's my
see
guy.
the dog, but
Nah, he didn't bring go dog out, but he got the dogs right here.
oh,
He's chilling right now.
Yeah.
He ain't going crazy right now.
okay.
You know what I mean?
chilling.
What sparked? What
I had a
sparked?
little growl, but
Yeah. What sparked having this dog with you and doing what you do, and like the whole Instagram trend that you had going on?
Well, honestly, he didn't even say my name right. He
My
was,
fault,
He was
my
trying to
fault.
get it out. I saw you,
I'm
bro.
my
He
fault.
was like, you was trying. He was like, damn, I hope you don't catch that. Well, it's Jay Messiah.
Jay Messiah, my
You
fault.
said
Yeah.
Shadow's name right. That's fucked up, bro.
I'm
That's
sorry,
crazy.
man.
You crazy, bro.
Shout out to
I don't
Jay
wanna pronounce his
Messiah.
Shadow. That's the reason why. That's why I
I
gotta say his
know.
name.
That's why you got it right. But it's cool. It's
No
cool.
problem. No problem. man.
I've been doing content since like 2017, right?
Okay.
I had a friend who used to do pranks. His name was Foxy Film. He
Yeah.
had like a blonde stick.
Mhm.
He didn't know what to do with it. He gave it to me.
Yeah.
I did my thing with
Wait,
that.
hold on. He just had like
He had a blonde stick because he used to do pranks.
okay.
So he used to do like pranks downtown. You know, like before the YouTubers was really doing the
Yeah,
pranks.
yeah,
He
yeah.
was one of those people that was like really doing
Okay.
pranks.
So he decided one day, let me just get a blind stick and act like I'm blind.
He
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
do good with it.
Do people really think like you're blind?
Yes.
100%?
A majority of people do.
Yeah?
A lot of people.
Yo.
Yeah. Some people do. Like
Yeah.
I meet a lot of people, and I'll just be messing around
Yeah.
with them.
Do
And
they get frustrated with you? Like, why are you like messing with
Nah.
people acting like you blind?
Nah, I used
That's
to
a
have-
serious thing. You know?
I used to. All right, so the reason I even got the dog in the first place was because of shout out to my boy Daniel Jean. He's a content
Yeah.
creator. He gave me an idea
Mhm.
2 years ago. He was like, "Yo, bro, you already blind. Go get a dog." The rest was history. Right?
Yeah.
So when I first started doing TikTok, and I was incorporating the dog. They hated the dog like he was real, like the blind people.
Yeah.
The blind people. It wasn't even regular people. Regular people was happy.
Yeah.
It was blind people hitting
They
me
really
up
thought
at first.
Yeah.
And it was like, service animals don't act like that, and no, don't do that, and things like that.
Not knowing that's a stuffed animal.
That's the part that's killing me. So it was like they didn't even care that I was being blind. So it was like they just cared more about the dog being the dog,
being all angry, and
So I was like, all right. Fast forward, I get a lot of positive messages now from people who suffer from disabilities that are blind and stuff.
Okay,
and they're like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care what nobody says. You get my approval. That shit is funny.
Yeah.
Keep going.
It's funny.
Going.
It's funny. You do have me. Yeah.
I appreciate it. Like at first it was like those blind, and I used to say, I'm like, how do they see it? No, I'm just joking. But I was like, I'm joking. But they just because they were mad, but they got over it. And then there's this one person that, and I'll never forget, because she got my TikTok banned. I'm on my 14th account.
Oh
about
wow.
to be at 500K though.
When do you say like, let me just give up on TikTok?
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I started it during the pandemic in 2020, right? So before even doing these kind of skits, I was just doing skits in general. You always got to find your lane. You know what I'm saying? I just know what I'm meant to do. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
When you meant for something, you meant for it. So you're gonna manifest that until it happens.
Yeah.
I remember the lady, she would get mad. I'd get the backlash from them. That would be canceled. People would get mad over the skits that I do. 14 accounts. 14. I cannot make this up. The first account that got deleted was 320K.
So each account basically made it over hundreds of
accounts. 100K, 50K, 14K. Deleted. You would think after all that hard work, you would
still
give
can't
up.
put up those numbers.
I was like, nah, I can't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Then when I started doing the thing with Shadow, I was like, well, this is a perfect time for me to start TikTok again.
Yeah.
And this last account that I've had it for like a year now. Like I said, it's about to be at 500K.
Okay.
And that's just 14 accounts later, and just keep
tell the
working.
people where they can follow you on TikTok and all that.
Yo.
Instagram, so they can follow you to see what I be laughing at.
I appreciate that, bro. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at JMessiah90. That's JMASSIAH 90, like I did that. And then TikTok is the same thing, JMessiah90, but with a 1. So it's 901. Facts.
And tell them where we could get this music at, because I want all the fans to tap in with you, brand new artists, bring that R&B back, hip hop. I want you to really go in and tell them.
Yo, my name is White Boy Clay. The One Night Lover is going to be around all platform streams. White Boy Clay, just white boy, you know what I mean, just Clay.
Do people like, you don't look like a white boy?
I get that, like everybody start speaking Spanish or start Spanish, like, you know what I mean, until they see Jamaican, they like, where's Jamaican at, B? Like, I'm like, inside.
I thought you was A-Rap, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I did.
Yeah.
Thought you was one of them.
White Boy Clay.
Shit, I look
New
Western,
music
fuck
out?
it.
New music out?
New music out. You can find me on Instagram as the_real_Clay1. You know what I mean? And just check it out. Just show some love, and we out.
That's it, right? Shout to the BX, right?
Shout out to the BX one time.
Let's
shout
go.
out to New York at all. You know what I mean? New York, but you know what I mean? Shout out to BX. You know what I mean? Yankees, you should have won. You played, man. Come on, man.
Yo, I thank you guys for coming through.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys for being locked in with me. You know what I'm saying? One time, DJ Scenario, we locked in. Let's go.